everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be flying this Britten Norman Islander from over here in St. Martin over to the short runway in Saba, the island of Saba. So here we are at St. Martin, Princess Juliana International, and we are in the WinAir Britten Norman Islander, and there you see some WinAir Twin Otters parked up. And today we are going to be using Beyond ATC for this flight, so it should be a fun one. Let's go. Alright, so here we are inside of our Britten Norman Islander. We are going to get her ready for departure. And I am using my Tobii eye tracker as always. Let's go ahead and crack this window for some fresh air. Alright, let's get her ready for departure. Let's go ahead and get our fuel tank situated. Let's go ahead and get the tanks going. Alright, fuel tanks look good. Let's get the fuel pumps on. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get the batteries turned on. Very nice. As she comes to life, let's get the external power turned on because you're going to need that to start the aircraft. Alright, there she goes. She's powering up. Alright, now to get our startup clearance, let's go ahead and turn on the avionics so we could tune Beyond ATC. Alright. While that power's on, let me get the frequency going on Beyond ATC. Let's tune clearance here at Princess Juliana. Alright, let's request RFR clearance.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, on our way to Juancho E. Roskin.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, Juliana delivery, expect runway 10, OPAT 2 departure. Squawk 4634.
Alright, squawk 4634.
OPAT 2 departure. Squawk 4634. November 002 Sierra Bravo.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, read back correct. Contact tower 118.7 when ready for start or taxi.
Alright.
Tower 118.7 when ready. November 002 Sierra Bravo.
Let's go ahead and remove the chocks, gust lock, pitot cover, engine covers, and the boarding steps. Good to go. Alright, let's request startup.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, at ramp Charlie 5, request startup.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, startup approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Alright, startup approved. Let's go ahead and acknowledge that.
Wilco, engine start approved. November 002 Sierra Bravo.
Very good. Alright, let's go ahead and get our mags, port and starboard mags going. Let's get them both on. There we go. That looks good. Let's get the starter uncovered. Alright, we got startup approved. Let's go ahead and get the beacon lights turned on. That's good. Let's get our nav and strobe lights on as well. Again, mixture full forward, prop full forward, crack the throttle a little bit. Got our beacon lights turned on, and let's go ahead and start the right engine. Alright, there she goes. Right engine started. See the oil pressure down here. Come on, where is it? There it is. Alright, looking good. Now let's go ahead and start the left side. Clear prop. And there we go. Left side is also started. Looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and get our landing and taxi lights turned on. Let's request taxi to the runway.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, request taxi to be active.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, runway 10 taxi via Alpha.
Alright, we got our taxi instructions.
Runway 10 taxi via Alpha, November 002 Sierra Bravo.
Alright, that all looks good. Let's go ahead and get the generators turned on. Yep, both generators are now on. Looking good. Fuel pumps, all looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Get our feet on the rudder pedals. And let's go flying. Taking this taxiway all the way over to the end of the runway. Looking good. Drop back a little bit for taxi. Looking good. American 737 right there. Very nice. Alright, looking good. Landing lights already on. Let's go ahead and put in one notch of flaps. Alright, that all looks good. There's the runway. There's the famous Maho Beach. Everybody's at the beach chilling, watching the planes take off. Alright, let's go ahead and hold short right here. Let's request
November
departure.
002 Sierra Bravo. Ready to go. Runway 10.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, Juliana Tower, wind 060 at 8, runway 10, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, there's our takeoff clearance.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. November 002 Sierra Bravo.
Alright. Let's go ahead and take off as we head over to Saba. Small plane, we don't need a full runway, but we'll get a good line up here. Alright, let's go full throttle and let's go flying. Just like that, we're in the air, taking off from St. Martin. Beautiful beaches, go ahead and start making that right turn. Flaps can come up. Flying with the window open. Gotta love it. I was there flying with my window open.
November 002 Sierra Bravo. Contact Juliana departure 128.905.
Alright.
Contact Juliana departure 128.905. November 002 Sierra Bravo. Juliana departure, November 002 Sierra Bravo, 1,100 feet.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, Juliana departure. Good day. Identified. Climb to 2,000 feet.
Alright, climb to 2,000 feet.
Climb to 2,000 feet, November 002 Sierra Bravo.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, Juliana departure. Expect RNAV runway 12.
Alright, let's accept that clearance.
Expect RNAV runway 12, November 002 Sierra Bravo.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, contact San Juan Oceanic Control 128.65. Bye-bye.
Center on 128.65, November 002 Sierra Bravo.
Alright, let's get the autopilot on, altitude mode. Let's get head-in mode on. And let's follow our flight plan. Let's announce we're under frequency.
San Juan Oceanic Control, November 002 Sierra Bravo, 2,000 feet.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, San Juan Oceanic Control, radar contact.
Alright, they have contact. Let's reduce the speed a little bit. Alright, we're on our way to Saba. There's St. Martin behind us. Good. Alright, we're flying at 2,000 feet and we're heading to Saba.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, RNAV runway 12. Report ready for descent.
RNAV runway 12, call when ready, November 002 Sierra Bravo. November 002 Sierra Bravo, approaching our top of descent, ready for descent.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, Juancho E. Roskin Airport landing runway 12.
Alright, Juancho E. Euroskin Airport landing runway 12, November 002 Sierra Bravo.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, expect the RNAV runway 12 with the CS300 transition.
Expect
Alright.
the RNAV runway 12 with the CS300 transition. November 002 Sierra Bravo.
November 002 Sierra Bravo, no tower services available at Huancho E. Roskin Airport. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Let's go ahead and disconnect our autopilot. Let's start our descent. Start making this left turn here for runway 12.
Frequency change approved. November 002 Sierra Bravo.
So as they stated, this is an uncontrolled airport. Seems like there's no tower in the sim for some reason, although I believe in real life there is one. So that I'm not sure about, but we'll continue to go along with what the sim says. As we descend here and start lining up for that runway. The runway is ahead enough 112 degrees. Let's get that going here on our autopilot bog. 112. There. Gonna go one notch up flaps. Alright, let's continue to bring her down nicely. This is a tough runway to land on. It's the shortest runway in the world. Commercial runway in the world. So let's manage that very good. That's fine. I feel like I always have a hard time noticing this runway when I'm coming in. Where is it? World's shortest runway and the world's most terrible pilot. Let's see who wins. Let's put in the speed now. Alright, so the runway is just off the nose to the left. Kind of have to get up above that little ridge. Let's see if we could nail it the first time or if we got to go around. Alright, let's go throttle, prop full forward. Manage our throttle coming in here. Don't want to land short, but we don't want to land too late either. I feel like I want to have a little less speed coming in here. So let's go ahead and set the prop to just about idle. There's the runway. Ooh, don't like this approach. But it's happening, guys. It's happening. Let's go ahead and crab a little bit into the wind. Oh, go around, go around. Go around. What's the throttle? Why did my throttle die? Like, what happened? The hell? My throttle just became unresponsive? The hell did I do?
I saved a life. My own. Am I a hero? I really can't say, but yes.
Dude. My throttle just stopped responding. Look at this. Look at this. The hell? It just stopped responding. Mixture works. Well, prop works. Mixture works. And the throttle just became unresponsive. What the hell? I turned something off by accident? What the hell just happened? Alright, let's go back around and try to land again. I don't know what happened. I think I touched a button here. I turned something off. Don't know what it is. But now my props are just not responding at all. There we go. Jeez, what happened? What the hell happened? I mean, the camera's there. You guys seen it. Throttle just stopped responding altogether. That was really weird. Really, really weird. But I guess we're going around. That was really weird. Something. Did I go over here? Oh, I think I know what it is. I put it all the way down in the bottom detent, which for another aircraft is mapped as the reverse. So that could be what happened, it seems like. I brought it all the way down here, yep, and it stopped responding. But if I take it... Oh, okay, I think I figured out what happened. That's unfortunate. But we'll go around. Try attempt number 2. I figured I might be going around anyway, but still. Didn't need it for it to be in that fashion, you know? As this trim is ridiculously sensitive.
Please like this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Now back to the video.
Let's call that our downwind leg. As we line up parallel to the runway. There's the runway off to our left. Kind of want to get a better approach than the last time and not lose complete control of the aircraft. Luckily, I was able to fix the throttle with my mouse, but that was kind of scary. Alright, let's continue to slow down here. send. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn base for a short final. Let's try landing again. Let's get the airspeed out of the way best we can. About 80 knots is what I'm aiming for here. Oof. It's gonna be a spicy one. Let's go one notch of flaps again. Ooh, that just wanted to put the nose down completely, which is fine. Let's go full prop, full forward. I like this approach speed a lot better. I don't know if I like this altitude, but let's see what we got. This approach speed is way better. As we come in for attempt number 2. A lot slower now. Let's see what we're made of. Probably not much, but we could make an attempt, a strong attempt. Alright. I like that 80 knots. We'll try to both notch take land flaps. Have the flaps fully down for this approach this time. Looks a lot better. See if she'll stop.
Locust.
Not a great landing, but we're on the ground safely. Woo! I guess this plane stops a lot quicker than I thought it would, but we'll take that landing. It wasn't by any means my greatest, but she's on the ground. Probably barely legal too, but we made it. Woo! We'll take that. We will take that landing. Wow. By no means a great one, but I will take it. Let's go ahead and park over here. Parking spot. Number 4 or 3. We'll take 3. Parking brake set. Flaps can come up. All the way up. Let's feather the prop. just like that, we have arrived on the island of Saba. Let's go ahead and get our chalk set. Let's get the boarding steps out. And let's go ahead and open the doors. Mama, we made it. Woo. By no means a great landing at all, but we will take it. Alright, that was our short flight in the Britten Norman Islander. Some hiccups, to say the least, along the way. But please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more fun stuff like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
This concludes our flight. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Before you deplane, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other content.